Jesse, you were part of two championship sides before this, and now a team that's probably unlikely to make the playoffs here. What do you think you saw as the main difference with the teams that you were a part of and this year?
Yeah, I think these tournaments, it all depends on the momentum and how you start off the tournament. And I think, unfortunately, we had a bad start to the tournament. Quite a few losses in the beginning. I personally think we had a really good team, but these are the challenges you could face in these tournaments when certain players doesn't click, and then you're struggling to find those combinations. And I think that's where we sort of got stuck, and then we sort of got a momentum. Also, we picked a few wins, but I think to lose the games that you could easily win it, those games can throw you back. So yeah, there's a lot to learn from this season, and yeah, it's unfortunate.
Like you were saying, what chemistry is there? It doesn't matter what names are on your teams. We've also seen other teams at this tournament that have started the season very vastly, but have put like some sort of a product together for the field. What do you think going into next season you're playing?
I mean, I think it's all about like learning from the mistakes you make in this season, right? Sometimes, I don't think all the players that we have, these are quality players. Particularly, I think beginning of the season, everybody was talking about that we have the best team on paper, but when you step on the field, then things are different. You still have to put in the work. You still have to do the right things. And when you sometimes, like I said, momentum is not on your side, and you lose a few early games, and then you're always trying to chase that win in the tournament, and then you keep sort of changing things, and sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't. So I think there's a lot to learn from this season, and I'm sure we can definitely bounce back stronger next year.
I just want to talk to you a little bit about obviously the T20 World Cup is next year, and then we got the Olympics coming up in 2028. You are an American citizen, so you will definitely be able to play in that Olympics as well. How important is it to take some big things away from tournaments like these to be able to prep properly for the U.S. to go put up a great total, a great performance up in those two competitions?
I think, yeah, that's a good question, actually. I think MLC has been a big helping block in our game, and even not just the World Cup coming up, but the previous World Cup. I think MLC played a big part. We are third season in already now, and I think, as you see every year, the local boys are stepping up big. And I think to look in this tournament, there's quite a few local boys that have won the games for their teams. So that tells you the experience you're getting from this tournament, and there's a lot to learn with the greats of the game. And obviously, it's all about learning from this tournament, and then you take it with you back home, and do the things you want to do it for the USA. And obviously, World Cup is a major milestone that everybody wants to be part of it. And I don't take things for granted. I'm gonna keep grinding, and once the opportunity comes, I'll be looking forward to use this experience over there.
Just asking about your performance specifically, being a part of three different teams in 3 different years, does that kind of affect your performance, or does it kind of help you to learn from different people and different coaches when going forward in franchise tournaments?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great journey, right? A lot of these things I have never planned it the way it went, right? Particularly the last year, and then how this year I happened to be the first pick in a draft. So I'm grateful for that. But these are things. A lot of these things I can't control it. But at the same time, I try to adjust and adopt wherever I go. And for me, I think it's been a great experience being part of a different setup, different culture, all these 3 years. And I think I learned a lot in these 3 years, and I could certainly say that I'm very happy where the way my game is going.